What's up, y'all? So I finally can wrap my hands around this Nick Cannon situation and speak eloquently and composed. I think Nick Cannon played us. Nick Cannon played the black culture. Nick Cannon played the Nation of Islam. Nick Cannon played Louis Farrakhan, and I'm gonna tell you how and why. He knew the opposition. You wanna know how he knew the opposition? He took a picture with Minister Farrakhan. The week before, I saw him with Riza Islam giving out food. Years ago, I saw him with a Malcolm X hat. Shout out to Aunt Fresh. I saw him with a Malcolm X hat on, talking that shit. So he knew the enemy. He knew what Jews are capable of. He works in Hollywood. He played us. He used us. He manipulated us. I'm trying to tell you, he had the information. And you know what he chose to do with the information? Become Judas. Become Peter. You understand what I'm saying? Become Satan. He's not a fallen angel. He's an hired, feared agent. That's what he is. He played us. This ain't like, well, I didn't know what was on the other side of the mountain. He knew when he spoke up what the Jews were going to do. And I asked you guys, I just got to finish watching Champ's Side video, and I asked you guys this. What if Malcolm X would have folded? What if Fred Hampton would have folded? What if your father would have folded? What if your single mother would have folded? What if your single father would have folded? What if you would have folded? Would you be in the position you're in today? He didn't fold though. He played us. This is a game of charades, man. He was never that dude. He's a comedic actor that was used, and he thought the usury was his life. He never once believed in us. Never once believed, because if he believed in us, how do you respond between being a strong black man? I love Louis Farrakhan. I love my black people. 12 hours later to saying, I apologize to the Jews for saying the truth. For saying facts. Whites are a recessive gene. Do your homework on it. And the fact that he played a victim last night, the fact that he played a victim, I don't believe in that shit. I had a college degree and I was homeless for 2 years, and I never once, as a teacher, as a school teacher, teaching 20 to 30 kids a day, I never once played the victim. I don't respect no man that plays the victim. Some days you're not going to get what you earn. Some days you're not going to get what you deserve. But Nipsey Hussle said this is a marathon, not a sprint. The nigga played the victim, dog. He used us. He used the Nation of Islam. He used Farrakhan. He used Riza Islam. I'm telling y'all, I'm a man. I understand what being 10 toes down. I know what it likes to be in the trenches, standing on your square. No matter what, no matter the opposition, I fully grasp and understand that. The nigga played us, dog, and that's the real. He is the real Benedict Arnold, Minister Farrakhan, not Malcolm X. Nick Cannon used us. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's your right to give them a second chance. I don't believe in the cancel culture. You know what I mean? If I believed in the cancel culture in the 50s, Malcolm Little would not have become Malcolm X. But we know who he is. Right? Right? You only got to get burnt one time as a child by that iron, right? You only got to get burnt one time by that stove as a child, right? Yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Nick is a human. Nick is Saul, not Paul. And that's a fact. He used us. He used our culture. He used the fact. He used our emotions. He used our benevolent love for his benefit. And more importantly, he said he impacted an entire culture. What about us? What about us? People was riding for him. He used us, man. He used us. Y'all can go on and believe what you want to believe. But I'm going to tell you one thing. The moment I realized my teammate gave my opponent the playbook, he could never be trusted. Is it my job to hire and fire him? No. But I'm the point guard. I determine who gets the ball or not. And you're the point guard in your life. You got to determine who you're going to give the ball of trust to. Who you're going to give the ball of love to. And that's where I stand. Nick Cannon used us. I'm telling you, he used us. He was never that dude. Sometimes the gift, the gab can fool us all. Right? And that's pretty much what I got to say, man. He used everyone. He was a pawn for the Jewish people. All right, he was a pawn for the Hollywood establishment. Now, Malcolm told us in 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. He told us this. He infiltrated our culture. He infiltrated your ability to have hope in a man that can potentially use his big platform to carry us. He infiltrated our hearts and our imaginations and our loyalty to hope. So anyways, man, I don't believe in the cancel culture. I'm not one to say this black man ain't shit. I'm just stating the facts. All right? And now that I know who Nick Cannon is, I don't have to pass him the ball. I don't have to pull out my wallet. I don't have to click my TV on his favorite station. I don't have to turn my radio on Power 106. That's my choice. Minister Farrakhan, Nick Cannon is Benedict Arnold. He used you. He betrayed you in your face. 13 days ago, what's today's date? The 16th? July 4th? 12 days ago, he was in your presence on the 4th of July taking pictures. Nick Cannon would have murdered Malcolm X. He's apologizing for words that have that much impression. Nick Cannon would have murdered Fred Hampton. Nick Cannon would have murdered Nipsey Hussle. Nick Cannon would have murdered Tupac. Nick Cannon would have murdered Biggie. I'm telling y'all. Don't believe me. I grew up in the hood. When niggas sway like this, go both sides in 12 hours? Didn't even hold his mother hostage? Didn't take his daughter? Didn't hold his prized possessions for ransom? He couldn't handle a few phone calls? He couldn't handle a few comments? Telling y'all. Nick Cannon would have murdered Malcolm X. I'm telling y'all. He's the guy that was in a Newark mosque that went down to the Autobahn. He is. And it hurts me to say that, but that's the truth. Money sways his loyalty. I'm telling y'all. I'm gone, man. Whew. I'm gone. Peace.